An alleged sex trafficker on thin ice.
You can, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Amanda Talbert, a woman accused of trafficking young girls, violated a strict order. The judge's stern warning just ahead. Plus, as you work to keep the temperature down, prices continue to rise.
They've been changing at a rate that's we haven't seen in a very long time.
We'll tell you why your air conditioning bill might be heating up this summer. Chris 6 News starts right now. And we thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Lascano, and we'll get to those stories from your neighborhood in just a bit, of course. But first, humidity hanging heavy over the coastal bend. And as you prepare for the holiday weekend, you're probably wondering, well, how long is this going to last? And that's the part of the story where we bring in senior meteorologist Bill Alexander to ask him that question. Before you answer that question, sir, please, first of all, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoun.
I was reading an article from NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Association, predicting a more active hurricane season.
Un poquito más, yes. We are looking at it a little bit more active than normal.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers. First off, we don't have anything in the way of precipitation right now. Let's go ahead and move on over here, and I'll show you exactly what Andy is referring to. This is the hurricane season forecast, not only the average that we get for over a 30-year period of record, but also what Colorado State gave us earlier in this year, and the new numbers from NOAA, 13 to 19 named storms, 6 to 10 hurricanes, 3 to 5 major hurricanes. And you note those numbers as compared to normal, they're at or slightly above normal. And the reason is warmer than normal sea surface temperatures. And we may be moving towards a La Nina by late in the year. So that's what that's looking like. And so you need to be prepared. It only takes one. We're also still looking at the humidity with heat index values right through the weekend between 100 and 110, becoming windy, and then thunderstorms, not only tonight in the Edwards Plateau, but area-wide coming up by the middle of next week.
All right, Bill, we'll talk about the weather in just a little bit, but when the heat rises, so does your air conditioning bill. That's a given. But tariffs could make cooling your home or business a little more expensive this year. A lot of the materials used in AC unit equipment are imported, and tariffs are making some AC system components more expensive, like the 20% increase in copper. Homes may feel less of a pinch, but for larger entities like businesses, prices will change as the tariffs arrive.
We're able to provide our flat rate pricing with customers, and that hasn't been affected too much. It's more so the commercial jobs that we do that are, 6, 7, 8 months long that, we may not be able to buy all of the products right then and there.
Matthews CCAC also tells us they bought some imported materials in bulk as a way to combat those rising prices for customers.
In a city where authentic Asian ingredients are a little harder to come by, one shop is gently reshaping the cultural flavor of Corpus Christi. And they've only been open for 1 year. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman, taking you around VMart. It's become a reflection of a growing community, satisfying a hunger for connection to heritage through trinkets and food. What started with just a few shelves and a handful of essentials.
When we opened for the first 2 months, of course, not that much customer. Or the people coming here, not that much stuff to look in it.
Has become a destination for discovery.
Soy sauce, for example. Before, I only have 1 or 2 options. Now, we have 20 more options from different countries.
It's a place where flavor meets identity.
When you eat them, they are melting in your mouth.
From timeless staples to TikTok famous treats.
You guys know there was a big viral ice cream on TikTok. We're fighting 2 or 3 months to get it here.
They've even got Dubai chocolate for those of you that might crave it.
And now that the internet's obsessed with these little monster dolls, VMart's stocked up to ride the wave.
Lovable's Bessies.
There are now 20,000 products, the aisles reflecting a growing community of people, like the owners of VMart themselves, Yang, Cici, Zhai Wang, Zoe Tran, and Justin Tran, who call the Coastal Bend home.
I think Chinese community, Vietnamese community, they're growing.
But this isn't just about the population or numbers. Their goal is to deepen their connection to the cultures they represent while sharing it with the Coastal Bend.
Back then in Vietnam, I didn't have the room to grow up. But when they go ahead, it's so much more opportunity in order to build yourself for learning experience.
But of course, progress rarely comes without challenges. For VMart, economic pressure from running a small business to facing rising import tariffs have taken a toll.
And we see significant increase from the suppliers. It is difficult. We have to be dealing with either thin margin not passed to our customers, consumers, or we have to increase.
For CC, staying hopeful isn't a strategy. It's become a mindset to live by.
We want to stay positive. We don't just say it is a problem. It might be we have some solutions.
And with the community support behind them,
We have been seeing a lot of great customers, returning customers.
they hope to lift up others along the way.
For the restaurant owners, we are offering 10% discounts, helping out with their bigger quantities by case, of course. That is, we tell them, anything you need, let us know. We're here.
You know, looking to the future, the owners actually hope to bring even more inventory to their store, and thus to the citizens of Corpus Christi. To that effort, they're spending a month long in several different countries all around Asia.
Yeah, and you know what? The VMart team is actually planning on sharing their entire journey through vlogs on social media. So you can discover countries like China, Japan, Korea, even Vietnam, all through their lens. If you want to follow their journey, you can visit our website for a link. In your neighborhood from the South Side, I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Happy shopping, everyone.
All right, Brian and Michelle, thanks for that report. Well, it's being called one big, beautiful bill, and this morning it passed in the House of Representatives by one vote. The legislation would extend the president's expiring 2017 tax cuts. It also includes increases in spending for the United States military and mass deportation plans. The bill also slashes spending in other areas, including hundreds of billions of dollars in cuts to Medicaid and nutrition assistance programs. The bill would also raise the debt ceiling by $4 trillion. It now moves to the Senate for review. Well, the COVID pandemic struck our nation more than 5 years ago. Hard to believe it was so long ago, right? Well, to this day, there is still debate and concern about the vaccine for the infectious disease. Scripps News Group's Maya Rodriguez reports on studies surrounding vaccine safety.
The FDA's advisory committee meeting Thursday to provide input on whether the formula for COVID-19 vaccines needs updating ahead of this fall and winter.
We are asking for guidance to help the FDA decide what strain to select for COVID-19 vaccines going forward.
The panel's meeting is routine, and formula changes are normal for vaccines in order for them to stay ahead of evolving viruses, according to Dr. Giridhar Malya.
COVID is a virus that changes pretty regularly, so each year you need to make sure the vaccine is effective for the virus variants that are circulating among the population.
The meeting comes 2 days after the FDA announced a new policy for access to COVID vaccine booster shots. The agency says it will limit the approval to adults 65 and older, and anyone older than 6 months with at least one risk factor. For everyone else, the FDA says it will need further, quote, trial data evaluating clinical outcomes of vaccines before granting approval. The FDA says the guidance is in line with other high-income nations, but some medical experts say the decision should have come following a recommendation from an independent panel. Opponents of the new guidance also say it leaves out some people who are vulnerable.
There are millions of people that may be at risk of severe COVID illness or even death that may not be able to access the vaccine because of these new recommendations.
Malya says that could include younger adults who work in healthcare and people who live with someone who's immunocompromised. Maya Rodriguez, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Maya, thanks for that report. Well, it's a statewide ban that will fracture thousands of businesses across Texas. We're talking about a statewide THC ban that is looming after a late night vote at the state capitol. Last night in Austin, the Texas House voted in favor of Senate Bill 3. It includes a ban on all THC products, including beverages. Neighborhood News reporter Adam Beam was on the city's south side earlier today, speaking with business owners who will be most directly impacted by SB 3.
It's going to be devastating. It's going to be really sad. You know, that is a big portion of the industry. I mean, it was, I think, close to a $10 billion industry last year. I think you're going to see a lot of these businesses really struggle. I think you're going to see a lot of real estate struggle.
Well, the House will vote on the bill one more time before it returns to the Senate for a final vote and then arrives at Governor Abbott's desk. Amanda Talbert, the woman accused of trafficking young girls for sex, got a scolding from the judge in a pretrial hearing for her case. This comes after Talbert was accused of violating a no-contact order. That's a condition of her release on bond. Watch.
The state can ask to revoke your bond, or you can, I don't want to hear it anymore.
Well, Judge Mederi was told that one of the alleged victims reached out to prosecutors about an incident earlier this month at a local HEB. The judge was shown pictures taken by the alleged victim that reportedly showed Talbert following her. Talbert was sharply reminded of what a no-contact order means. Her trial now set to begin in October. You can see all of today's hearing on our website and on our Chris 6 YouTube page. Well, they're the next generation of teachers, and they're committing to a life of learning. Stick around for details on a pretty special signing day for CCISD students.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Signing a letter of intent is usually reserved for athletes, but CCISD is giving students a chance to ink their commitment to a future of teaching. Listen to this. It's part of an education program that guarantees aspiring teachers a job at a CCISD school when they turn 18. Here's how it would work. Students can start the program as early as freshman year of high school. Then as seniors, those who are participating will have the opportunity to student teach at a local elementary school.
They're guaranteed a job as a paraprofessional while they go to college. And then like her and the other student, Trevor Long, he will get the opportunity to get hired full-time as teachers when they do finish their teaching degree.
The education is kind of hard, so now I know if I want, I'll come back to CCISD.
The district says this is a good way to help the ongoing teacher shortage while at the same time providing opportunities to students. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Well, surprise, surprise, Texas roads and highways will be packed with travelers over this Memorial Day weekend. AAA Texas suspects 3.7 million people will travel by vehicle over the holiday. That's 3% more than last year. Here's some good news for all those travelers. Gas prices are about 50 cents lower per gallon than this time a year ago. Today's statewide average for a gallon of regular unleaded, $2.78. Here in Corpus Christi, the average price is $2.83 a gallon. Speaking of travel, let's take a look at rush hour traffic on this fine Thursday afternoon with Bill Alexander.
Yes, sir. We've picked a pretty nice afternoon for your rush hour. We're looking at moderate to heavy traffic looking west on SPID. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Harbor Bridge, and what you're going to see is unrestricted traffic flow right there. But when you get into the downtown, kind of a nightmare. 286 going into 37. Always this time of day kind of slow. It's especially slow, especially when you get down to Shoreline right now. So be aware of that. It's looking pretty good on Saratoga in both directions right now, as it is on SPID going into the Midtown area. The only real problem is that construction in Everhart. And when you head on out to the JFK, it looks unrestricted. Your full forecast is next. Hey folks, meteorologist Bill Alexander. What a pretty shot from the Matthews CCAC weather camera over on Snoopy's on the island looking across Laguna Madre. You can see the scattered low clouds out there. You also see good visibility out there all the way over to Flower Bluff. So it's a pretty nice evening out there. There are some thunderstorms way out in the north end of the Sierra Madre and back up towards, say, Sanderson in the Edwards Plateau. Those will be migrating eastward as the evening progresses, but they're not going to make it to us. Instead, what we're looking at is pretty nice conditions tonight. Now, we did tie our record high for the day at 93 degrees, originally set back 20 years ago. 77 the low this morning, but again, no rain. So we're coming up on 3 inches below normal for the year. It is warm across the Lone Star State, 90s and triple digits in most locations, everything except the Panhandle and the Red River Valley down into north central Texas. You've got 80s there. And we're also looking at some 80s along our immediate coastline. You'd expect that. But elsewhere, 90s and yeah, near 100 degrees. George West, another warm spot there at 99 degrees right now. But it's also humid out there with dew points in the 70s. Not quite as humid as it was yesterday, but still, middle to upper 70s is no joke. In fact, we're running heat index values from the upper 90s to 107, 108, everything except right there on the Gulf side there at Port Aransas. It's uncomfortable out there. Now, let's zoom in on your exclusive Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, and what you're going to see even along the water there at Fulton, you're looking at middle to upper 80s. Over on the south side of Corpus Christi, middle to upper 80s as well. Step on out towards Beeville, you're looking at lower to middle 90s. And as far as winds are concerned, Kingsville, well, we're looking at nearly 90 there. Those are temperatures. Now your peak winds 18, 16 miles an hour. Not terribly bad, but it's enough to keep that moisture flowing in here. Same thing there at Kingsville. So let's go ahead and take a look at what else we have going on here. Forecast low temperatures overnight tonight. It's going to be a steamy one out there. Upper 70s to lower 80s. About 80 degrees for your low here in Corpus Christi. Back into the 90s to near 100 again tomorrow over all but the immediate coastline. And so we're going to be looking at these heat index values that'll get pretty uncomfortable. 105 to 107 degrees tomorrow afternoon. As you go on into Saturday, you're going to see much of the same, maybe not quite as bad, but still pretty uncomfortable. So be aware of that. You got outdoor activities this holiday weekend. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Mostly sunny tomorrow, though, if you head into the water. 86 degrees on the beach there. Water temperature is now up to 86 degrees as well. So a southeast wind at 10 to 15 knots makes slightly choppy to occasionally choppy bays, 2 to 3 foot seas, and a low rip current risk. This front's not going to have much to do with us, but what it does do, it sets us up for next week as you have an opportunity for rain migrating across the area for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It could be pretty substantial. In fact, we're looking at numbers, especially in our watershed, not only tonight, but as you go on through the next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday time frame. Another 1 to 2 inches of rain up there, very much needed. So here's your forecast. Upper 80s to around 90 over the weekend. A lot of wind Sunday and Monday. Your Memorial Day looks windy, but thunderstorms Tuesday night, Wednesday into Thursday.
I'm Tyree Spoon, your Cal Allen Neighborhood News reporter. Mia Dorsey is a talented artist from this neighborhood. She recently received recognition for her art here in the Coastal Bend. Now, lawmakers in D.C. will recognize her work on a national level. In school, there are many places students love to be. For Mia Dorsey, the art room was her home.
If you can't find me, I'm in here. Even in middle school, it was like that. Elementary, as far back as I can think.
Over the years, her art skills have gotten better and better. She's even won a few awards with some of her pieces. This fueled her passion even further.
It really just motivates me to try harder, honestly.
This year, she entered the Congressional Art Contest again to win with her painting, Take Me to Texas. Mia was not fond of this painting for years, but her art teacher pushed her back to the canvas to continue.
My art teacher was just like, you gotta do it. You gotta knock it out. I know you can do it.
Now, she has a new outlook on it.
I love it now.
So did Congressman Michael Cloud. With her artwork placing second, her work will be in his office for a full year in Washington, D.C. Not only has she made her community proud,
Ms. Dorsey's achievements here at the school has been great. Her being an artist and a great student here and putting Cal Allen high on the map.
But most importantly, herself.
I'm already doing stuff like this at 18. I mean, in 5 years, who knows what I'll be doing. So I think it's pretty cool.
Mia Dorsey graduates this week, and she tells me she's excited to create more art for the world to see. In Cal Allen, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyree Spoon, Chris 6 News.
The Parker Pool renovation project is officially over.
1, 2, 3. Yay!
The official ribbon cutting ceremony this afternoon marked the completion of a project that really began in 2013. The pool now has new outdoor furniture, renovated concession stand, new paint and striping, and a brand new pump room.
This was a major overhaul of a very, very old pool, but we did it very efficiently, and it's worked out very well. And so we think most of those maintenance issues now will be very, very low, and they used to be very, very high.
Parker Pool will open Saturday for the Memorial Day weekend. It closes after Monday, but then they'll open it back up for the summer the following weekend.
All right.
How hot is it? We tied a record today, correct?
93 degrees.
You mentioned that earlier today, yeah.
That's right. We're looking at overnights in the upper 70s and near 90 again through the weekend with heat index values. Well, you better watch out. You will be sorry.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
All right, that's all our time for now. Thanks for choosing Chris 6 News at 5. We're back in 30 minutes with more news from your neighborhood.